Kate and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the history of Twee. And I have my laptop right here with my notes, so I'm going to be using that. That's why I'm going to be looking down. So yeah, let's start with the definition of Twee, shall we? Twee was a reaction against the increasing harshness in a post-punk music scene. Twee was a subgenre of indie pop that originated in the 1980s in the UK, and then re-emerged in the late 90s and 2000s and again in the 2020s. The musical style was marked by stylistic influences from shoegaze, jangle pop, the ukulele, with lyrical influences that blended innocence, naivete, and nostalgia with edgy, rebellious freedom. The term was originally used derogatorily to describe being excessively or effectively quaint, pretty, or sentimental. Though the term may have been used as an insult towards things perceived as effeminate, youth have embraced the term and its connotations. Twee rejects the rigidity of adulthood and instead focuses on inherent essential goodness. It rejects what is cool and instead appreciates the dork in us all. Visually, the aesthetic recontextualizes outdated or forgotten habits and objects, such as listening to vinyls, thrifting vintage clothing, taxidermy, doll houses, typewriters, and vintage bicycles. Aesthetics are valued over practicality, rehashing anything warm, whimsical, and nostalgic to contrast today's cold, tactile world. And I feel like that's very much like my poetry as well. I try to, in my latest collection, Childhood Lore, which is a collection of all of my work, it basically explores the idea of embracing your childhood and learning the lore that you learned as children to cope with the pain of childhood and the pain of just life in general. The lore that you learn as your language is, it becomes your childhood lore. And so I wanted to show how embracing your youth and the way you were innocent once and you had no other people's perception of you influencing you, but you were just purely you. I wanted to embrace that of who you were before everyone else corrupted you. And I feel like Twee very much does the same thing. Now, the fashion of Twee, which is my favorite part of it, is heavily influenced by the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, featuring Peter Pan collars, A-line silhouettes, cardigans, overalls, and ballet flats. It's basically my exact style. Twee is generally librarian or grandma-esque in nature, which is so fun. Patterns are incredibly important in Twee style, featuring polka dots, plaids, stripes, and novelty floral and food patterns. Excuse me. Accessories include cat-eye, tortoiseshell glasses, bow ties, suspenders, berets, and satchels. In film, the new French New Wave movement heavily inspired the look of Twee, from the directors Jean-Luc Godard casting actresses such as Anna Karina wearing schoolgirl-like clothing such as white blouses, pleated skirts, red dresses, knee-high socks, and Mary Janes. And then the French New Wave influenced the work of Wes Anderson as well, which is, in his work, is very the epitome of Twee. Like Moonrise Kingdom, for example, is so Twee. It's so fun. And now to Twee today. Let's come to today now. Once the aesthetic became mainstream in the 2010s, its main essence of quirkiness was no longer unique, and thus it contradicted the ethos of the original movement. Twee's popularity dwindled until the 2020s, because you can't really be Twee if Twee is popular. Twee is being just weird and quirky and sort of offbeat. And if you become popular because of that, it kind of defeats the purpose of being yourself, because then everybody's trying to be the same, if you understand what I mean. Twee popularity dwindled until the 2020s. Pitchfork stated that according to TikTok, Twee was now anything feminine or vaguely melancholy, and the majority of hashtag Twee videos seemed unconcerned with the trend's potential uncoolness. I think that's really the point of it, is to just be sincere and genuine in what you like, and that's what I do. I don't try to do it like a hipster would, where I'm like, I think I'm better than other people because of this. It's just, it's what I genuinely adore, and I just live by what I genuinely adore, and I think that's what makes it cool, is that people are like, wow, this person is true to themselves, and then they think it's really cool, and then they try to be like that person, which is the opposite of the point. You're supposed to try to be like yourself, not try to be like everyone else that is cool in your eyes. Some of the style icons of today that embody Twee-ness are of course Zooey Deschanel, the queen of Twee, Alexa Chung, and Taylor Swift. The Twee aesthetic does have some downsides, one being the trope of the manic pixie dream girl, which is a young ingenue woman with a quirky sensibility whose strange habits exist solely in the imaginations of so-called nice guys to teach them how to embrace life to the fullest. It's the 500 Days of Summer effect, and it is a sexist, tired trope and stereotype that needs to be retired. Quirky women whose problems only make them more and more endearing don't actually exist the way the trope is written. It's also primarily portrayed in media as an aesthetic that is dominated solely by white, thin women, usually able-bodied as well, and usually straight and cisgender, which isn't good enough in 2025. Hopefully there will be more diversity in future Twee eras, because I'm trying to make disabled plus-size Twee happen. And then these are the resources for all of the information. Sorry, that's my dishwasher. Oh, it's so loud, I'm sorry. But I'm just gonna continue the video because I'm halfway done. But these are my resources for all of the information in this video, from Twee-net, True Tales, The Return of 1980s Twee, and Accidentally Wes Anderson, and Aesthetics Wiki Twee. And also, I wrote this as an article for the Girlhood project, which was, it is a project written from Ontario. I'm not from Ontario, but I live in Canada. And so I was writing for them for a little while, and I wrote an article about the history of Twee. So I'm using that article as a reference as well. So I just wanted to give credit to the Girlhood project as well. So yeah, that is the history of Twee. I hope you liked this video. I just wanted to make this video as context because I keep talking about Twee and I just wanted people to understand what I was talking about. Oh wait, before I say goodbye, I just released my book, Childhood Lore. If you could check it out, it's in my link below. I'm so proud of it. It's a collection of all of my work that I've written, and I'm so over the moon that it came out on Valentine's Day. I'm just so happy. So please, please, please check it out. It will mean the world to me. Thank you and goodbye.